Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Renna. In this video, I plan to do my April currently inked. So I missed the March currently inked, mostly because I was busy, and also most of my pens were like just being carried over because it actually takes me quite a bit to use up the ink in my pens. Because I only use them for like journaling and for using in my planners, and I mean I tend to overfill. I feel like I should work on just filling them a little bit, but anyways, it takes me a little while, so I thought it would be super repetitive if I had filmed the March currently inked. Also, I've been so busy, and it's I could have done other videos, but I've been so busy. Anyways, enough of that though. So this video is going to be my April currently inked, and if you see my hands and they have some henna on them, pretty, right? My friend did it. Anyways, so that's what that is, if you didn't know. So I have about six currently inked pens, and one carryover pen from February. So let's get started on this without further ado. So I'm gonna write my April. Yes, I do not have that great of penmanship. I always see people doing the hand lettering and always wanted to know how to do that, but what are you gonna do? There's no time for that. Okay, so let's start with the first one. So the first pen I have is my Sailor Pro Gear Slim in the Autumn Moon color. This has a medium fine nib on it. And actually, let me see if I can zoom in. Maybe, let's see. It's like sitting on my thing. Sorry if this is annoying. This, let me see. This is as good as it's gonna get. Okay, so this is my Sailor Pro Gear Slim in the Autumn Moon. It has a medium fine nib on it. And the color that is inside this one is Ginger Chicken by Dominant Industry. It's a Wonder Pens collab. So, Sailor. So this is, I've been using this a little bit, and it's pretty good. The ink flows well from the nib, and yeah, it's a nice experience. Very thin line, Dominant Industry, Ginger Chicken. So I really like this combination so far. I have been using these pens for a couple of days, but yeah, this one's super beautiful. I really love that pen. It's like one of the first pens I've ever bought into. And the next one I have is my Pilot Kakuno and from the Madarami series. This one's a newer pen to me, actually. I think I bought it 2 months ago. I've been on somewhat of like a no-buy for fountain pens for basically this whole year. Actually this and another Madarami, like I bought 2 of these, and those are the only pens I've bought in this year so far. So kudos to me for controlling myself. But yeah, I really just love this series so much, and I saw this series before it even got out. Like, I saw a preview of it, and I just loved it. Like, I wanted it for so long, and I really like fought myself and thought about it and thought about it. Even though it's a $20 pen, for me it's not really, like, my no buy personally is not about money, but it's about like being able to use all the things I have and then not having the excess of things that I just like can't use. And so anyways, long story short, I bought it and I love it and I'm so happy I got it. This one's a fine nib. Yeah, and it has, I just filled an empty cartridge, and it has Pilot, Pilot Iroshizuku Kirisame in it. So, and it just flows really well out of this nib. I really like love the experience of writing with it, which I was so surprised because I'm not gonna lie, I do have, or I had, not anymore I don't think, but I did have a prejudice against like cheaper pens or starter pens or whatever you want to call them. Oh, I did really just mess that up, didn't I? I guess we're gonna do the ink first on this one. One of them has to be like this. Like, I can't do it without messing up one of them. But this is the Pilot Kakuno. Kuno Madarami brown, even though it's not. It's like a grayish color, but super pretty. Anyways, I just love the writing experience. But what I was saying is, like, I used to have a prejudice against, oh well, if it's like more expensive means more like better experience, more value, blah blah blah. But I don't know, I'm starting to like question that line of thinking. Anyways, I love this so much. I'm so glad I got it in the end. The next pen I have, which is actually also a very affordable pen and one that I've had before. I bought this last year, but I didn't include it in my, see, this shows you my prejudice, is I didn't include it in my fountain pen collection video because I was like, I don't know if it's really a part of my collection because it's such an inexpensive pen, and yeah, so anyways, but I've had it for a while, so this one's not new. But this is the Jinhao X159, and it's the ivory color. I had an ivory and a brown, but I gave the brown one to my sister, so because I felt like they were both I got two mediums, probably not the best. I should have got a medium and a fine, but then I was like, well, they write exactly the same and I just don't feel like I need both of them. So anyways, this is a medium. Oh, did I say what that one? Oh, I didn't even write down. I did think I said it. Well, this one's a fine. Yeah. So this one is a medium nib, and this has, let me just shake it a little bit. This has Wearing Gold Dracula in it. So this nib is like smooth, but it's not, I just feel like, I don't know, something about it it's like not amazing, right? So like this one, it's like they're like around the same price. I think this one is a little bit more expensive because this series is a little bit more expensive than the normal Kakuno. But I think a normal Kakuno and the price of this are very similar. But I think the Kakuno writes better. I don't know. Something about, I think it's like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but I think that's why I also didn't really include it in my collection, because I was like, it's not that. Anyways, I'm going off on a tangent. Let's just write here, Jinhao X159. I just write ivory, and this has a medium nib. And it has, I think what it is, it writes well and it's smooth, but maybe it's like a little bit too smooth where it's like, there's just like absolutely no resistance on the paper. And I'm the kind of person, like, I love sailors, and sailors have like that feedback, like where you can feel the nib on the paper and you can hear the nib on the paper. And I think that's just my preference in like pens and nibs. And this is, so if you don't like Sailors, I think you might like this one more than I like it. But anyways, I love this color, this red. It's a Wearingeul Dracula is a red with like a bluey pinky shimmer, like a blue shimmer. And I love this. I love it. I think it's so pretty. Anyways, that's my third one. I don't have themes to my pens and inks and stuff like that. I just put whatever I want in the pen. Anyways, what I was saying was, sorry, I had to leave for a second. I don't really have a theme to my like inks and pens, and I don't really mind not matching. So a lot of these might not match at all. So my next pen is my my Aurora 88 Volterra, and this one is super pretty. I love this one so much. This is my most beautiful pen that I've ever had, and my most expensive one too. So after two super inexpensive ones, we have this one that's like so much more. But see, the thing is, I think I like, see, this is what's like getting me. Like, I love this pen and it's beautiful, and I will keep it for my whole life. And I'm so happy I have it. But is the writing experience like that much better than my Pilot Kakuno? I don't know. I don't know. This one has an 18 karat gold nib, and this one's a fine nib. And it's inked with Diamine from the Inkvent, the last Inkvent, Tundra. So it's another gray ink. So I don't know if you can hear that. This one has like that feedback too, like a Sailor. This is Aurora. I know it has a longer name, but I just say Volterra because I cannot be bothered to write a super long name. This is a fine nib, and so yeah, it's a stiffer nib, so it has like feedback when you write with it. Like, it doesn't bend, or it's not like bouncy at all. It's a pretty stiff nib. And I do like it, don't get me wrong, I love this pen and I do like it, and the grip section is like is so perfect. Like, I've never felt a perfect grip section. Like, I used to not really care about it or not notice when grip sections were like different or anything, but for this one, the grip section is so like perfect for me. It writes beautifully and stuff, so I don't want anyone to think it doesn't, and it's so beautiful. And I love the rose gold and everything. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just thinking about like money and my hobby, and it's like I am definitely a user. Like, I'm not gonna collect every color of anything. And if I don't like writing with something, I'm probably not gonna keep it and stuff like that. So I'm just like thinking of my my user experience. But this one's so beautiful and I love it. Anyways, next pen is my Just Turning Salmon Moraine. This has a Opus 88 extra fine nib on it, so just a Yovo nib, but just Opus branded. This one has, wait, let me shake it up. It's a shimmer ink in it. And the shimmer is Dominant Industry Autumn Forest. I love this ink so much. Oh yeah, the pen first. Just Turnings. Oops. Salmon Moraine. This has an extra fine. And even though this is an extra fine, this is a shimmer ink, and it works like so well. There's no problems at all. This is like one of my favorite inks. I have a bottle of this one, and I have a bottle of this one. I also have like a one of those 15 milliliter bottles of Kirisame, and then this is a sample, and this is, you know, one of those diamine ink little 12 milliliter bottles. So this is Dominant Industry. I think also this like ink matches this pen. Why did I do that? Just ignore my random like things. Anyways, Dominant Industry. Autumn. I know I have a lot of things with autumn in the name, and it's like almost summer. Autumn Forest. So this, I don't know if you can see in this pen, but it's like pink and it has like green shimmer and stuff like that. And I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like it matches, even though only the shimmer is pink, but I really like this match here. Super pretty. And then my next pen is the Esterbrook Estie in Petrified Forest. So a lot of forest and a lot of autumn in this month. So this one doesn't have the Esterbrook nib. It actually has a Galen leather Yovo nib, and this is a fine italic. It's like yeah, there you go. You can see it. It's a fine italic from Galen. It's like one of their grinds that they sell on their website. And this has Jack Urban or J Urban Emerald de Chavour. Yeah, doesn't match at all, does it? I don't really mind if things don't match. What was I gonna do? Okay. Esterbrook Estie Petrified Forest in a fine italic nib, and it has, I always forget which line is J Urban and which line is Jack Urban, but I think this is J Urban. Anyways, Chavour. I love this. I just like this is super wet coming out of this nib, and I actually like love it. Like, I think it's so, I just love it so much. I think it's so good out of this nib. I would pair this ink with this nib in particular, like in any pen that I have that can take a Yovo nib, to be honest. But to me, this Esterbrook is just a Yovo number 6 nib holder. Yeah. I think it's so beautiful, but yeah, to me this is just a nib holder. Just because I've had my own set of experiences with my Esterbrooks, but and then I have one carryover from February, and it's this Kaweco olive green sport, and this has Diamine, also from the last Inkvent calendar. What was it? Fruit Cocktail, which is one of the scented inks from that one. So we have a Kaweco olive green. What was it? And this has a fine nib. I am so inconsistent with how I do things. I just realized that. And this has Diamine Fruit Cocktail. Let me see if I can still smell it. I can smell it faintly from the nib, but not really. So, I mean, if you're like scared of scent, I wouldn't really worry about it. Maybe in the bottle it has a heavy scent, but really when you're writing and like you don't really smell it. So yes, that's, I have this one as a shimmer. I don't know if you can see any shimmer in it though. Anyways, we have Sailor, Pro Gear Slim, and then we have Dominant Industry Ginger Chicken, which is a beautiful orange color. We have a gray Kirisame. We have this red color from Wearingeul with a blue shimmer that I don't know if you can really see. The lighting is not that great. I'm trying to use like lighting from my window, but it's a little bit dark. Maybe I need to work on that. And then we have Diamine Tundra, which is a really pretty gray color too. Dominant Industry Autumn Forest, which is a green with a pink shimmer. That I'm not sure. Maybe the writing sample doesn't have that much shimmer in it. And then we have Emerald de Chavour, which everyone knows is beautiful. And we have this like corally orange color from Diamine Fruit Cocktail. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and my little, I don't know, blabbering. I've just been thinking about like, you know, all of my, I don't know, my spending habits that I had with things, because I realized after like shopping my purchases for like basically 4 or 5 months now, because I started my no buy actually like late last year. Or I guess it would be low buy because I did buy something, but I just noticed that even I just I can't get to all my pens, and I only have like 20 something pens, or maybe not, that's not only, but I have 27 something pens, and I was like, I don't even get through all of those. How would I get through like 40 or 50, which some people can. Some people write way more than me. Also, they like to switch things up more often than I do, and so no shade to anyone who has a large collection, but for me personally, where it takes me so long to get through ink, and I feel like, wow, I really like, maybe it's a good thing that I stopped purchasing. And then it's like I have this pen, which is just this pen, which was the most I've ever spent on anything in my hobby ever in my entire life. And I love it. Don't get me wrong, this is my most beautiful pen. I will treasure it and love it for like the end of time, because when I look at it, I get so enamored. It's literally like so beautiful. Like I can't even describe to you how beautiful it is. But then I was thinking, well, I love using that, but I also love using this one so much. Like I love writing with it, and this is like not even like, this is like a percentage, like this is like a 1% or 2% cost, and my satisfaction value is like so close, you know what I mean? Like the satisfaction percentage is pretty high, but the cost is like so crazy. So I don't know, I'm just thinking. Anyways, thank you for listening to my thoughts and for watching my currently inked video. I hope I was in frame most of the time and not out of focus. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.